Last year, the French West Indies were hit by a hurricane named Irma. I went there just a few days after. I saw the houses on the ground. I met the people who survived the hurricane but lost everything overnight. I witnessed the concrete impact of climate change. Far from an abstract concept, it was actually destroying lives. Vulnerable countries are the voice of the crude reality of the impacts of climate change. We must protect them by fighting climate change. That's why I would like to thank President Hilda Heine of the Marshall Islands for inviting me to participate in this Climate Vulnerable Forum. It is a great honor for me to share this moment with you. Your leadership as representatives of vulnerable countries was extremely important in shaping an ambitious climate agreement in Paris. The IPCC report is very clear. The effects of climate change will only get worse in the upcoming years. This means more catastrophes as Hurricane Irma. We have to protect our people. We have all the means to act to fight against climate change. But one country or one business alone can't save everyone. That's why we need the international meetings and coalitions to coordinate our efforts and strike hard. We need to act now to achieve our main goal: reduce our production of carbon, which destabilizes the climate balance and causes impacts on our security and health. The next month will be full of opportunities to strengthen our joint effort and to create new partnerships. First step, the COP24 in Katowice. This will be a milestone to finalize the Paris Agreement working program. The Talanoa dialogue must lead to the following conclusion. In 2020, our countries should present new, more ambitious national contributions and increase the pace of their implementation. France will stay on course. We are reviewing our national long-term strategy in order to reach carbon neutrality by 2050. Fighting climate change by the implementation of the Paris Agreement and the NDCs requires developing new technologies, buying equipment, accompanying each to change their model of life. In all costs, quite some money. That's why the fight against climate change is first a fight to raise funds. Along with Jamaica, I will work to strengthen solidarity by mobilizing public finance, accelerate private initiatives, and shift financial flows toward the ecological transition in line with the Paris Agreement. This is the spirit of the One Planet Summits. The Caribbean Climate Smart Accelerator is a great example of how public and private leaders can step up climate action to build more resilient islands and cities. Next March in Kenya, One Planet coalitions will show progress in supporting vulnerable countries in Africa. They will also aim at protecting biodiversity and oceans. Let's keep working together. We need to reach all the goals of the Paris Agreement and save our current and future generations from the climate crisis. I am confident that we can still make our economies and communities consistent with this required ecological transition at one condition. We must raise our ambitions. Thank you.